Hey y'all, good morning. This is Sherilyn from Just Goodness 333 Little Homestead, and I'm bringing you back today for part 3 of the Breaking New Ground in a South Florida Garden series. Yes, Pappy, I'm going to tell them that you were right. Pappy was right. I wimped out. I could not finish the broad forking in that garden in one day. But I got out here this morning. The temperature's changed and it feels a little bit more like fall. It's nice and breezy, and I got out here a lot earlier and I was able to finish it all and a lot more. Come on, let's go look. Okay, you don't have to go. Hang out here and be lazy. Pappy's always hanging out under the shade tree. Okay, so here you have the part of the garden I haven't finished. I have broad forked this. This grass here was a little more tenacious than the other grass, and I noticed that it started to green back up. Whenever I tried to, break up the grass here, you can see the roots were just extremely tenacious. Some of that grass is still alive, so we're going to put the tarp back on that for another few weeks, which is okay because we're just in mid-September, and I'm in South Florida. And my first frost date isn't until January normally, so I have plenty of time. I haven't even started a lot of the fall seed gardens. If you're trying this method and you do have a frost date that you're working up against, then you could probably consider just turning it over with a shovel, and you may have to get at it really hard. I like the method of work smart, not hard. Work hard when you have to, but try to work smart, not hard. And I'm going to let that tarp do the rest of this work for me, since I have such a long time until I have to worry about planting. We'll go down here. This part, I noticed the grass was really good and dead. And you can see that I have dug all the grass out of it with a garden rake. There's all my tools over there. And then I took a hoe to the stubborn weeds and chopped them off at the roots and pulled them up. And what I have done is I dug out these trenches. And these trenches, they're going to be about 14, 16 inches wide. These are going to be the paths that we walk on in between the rows. And when I dug the dirt up, I piled it and mounded it in the center, and then I smoothed it out. Now these rows are probably, I didn't take a tape measure, but these rows should be about 30 inches wide. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, give or take. And that's good so you can step on each side when you need to weed it if you have small growing things. And then we have plenty of space to walk in between. Now I'm in South Florida and the grass does go a little bit dormant, but not at all completely dormant. So what I'm going to need to do is come back in these rows here, the rows where we're going to walk, the walking paths, and I'm going to lay some cardboard, and then I'm going to put wood chips on top of that. Now Pappy and I want to talk to you a little bit about why we're going to use wood chips and cardboard. We are trying a permaculture method. A lot of permaculture methods are about taking natural materials and using them as ground cover. Natural materials that will break down and will actually become soil in the future. Because we need good soil, don't we, Pappy? Yes, we do. Vegetables like good soil. And so what we're going to do is wet some cardboard. We're going to take all the tape off the cardboard. We're not going to use cardboard that has shiny surfaces and lots of colorful ink. We're going to use cardboard like pizza boxes, shipping boxes. We're going to take all the tape off. If you do happen to reuse your pizza boxes, just be wary that if you use meat products, a lot of times ants love that, and ants might be drawn to it. So I would suggest leaving them out to dry really good in the corner of your yard. I have a pile back here behind the compost where I collect cardboard. Anytime I get packages from Amazon, anytime any kind of cardboard, I just stick it back there in the corner, and then I let the weather sort of begin to soften it up for me. And then we're going to actually put it in water. Now you can soak it with a hose. That's going to take a long time. You could pierce some holes in it, soak it in the hose. You can put it in the wheelbarrow and soak it in the hose. We actually are going to use our swimming pool today because we have a broken water line, and little Lucas and I are going to have to get under the house a little later and try to figure out how to fix that, and that's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun. Whew. Help me, Lord. So I just wanted to talk to you about why we're going to use cardboard. We're going to put that down. It's going to be a weed barrier. Cardboard is going to attract earthworms. Earthworms love cardboard. They're going to want to come live up under that. They're going to eat it. They're going to start to break it down. They're going to begin to create worm castings. You want an environment where earthworms feel very welcome, where there's stuff in your garden that they will eat. They also like leaf litter. So if you have, I have a never-ending supply of leaves around here, and especially in wintertime, the big tree in my front yard drops 5 million leaves a day. And we're going to collect those and also keep them in our walkways, our pathways. Now, let's say we put the cardboard down, then we're going to put either leaf litter. I'm going to use some wood chips that I got from a local tree company. Not local, but they were here in the area, and they dropped the wood chips in my front yard. I'm going to use that. The wood chips also are going to retain moisture. We dug the swales in between the walking rows. They're going to act like a permaculture swale. Rainwater's going to come down, and they're going to collect more in there. There's going to be cardboard and wood chips there, and it's going to retain moisture. And this is going to be in between every row. So you're going to have little columns of moist area that are going to help your plants and help the roots to be able to get moisture in the daytime, or in days when it doesn't rain, and in between waterings. It's going to be great. It's a real good natural way of keeping weeds down. Nobody likes to weed. I hate to weed. I know you do. You hate to do anything. You just hang out here under the tree all day, acting like he hates to weed. Like, please. I didn't see you volunteering to Broadfork. That's right, Captain Jack. So guys, this is Sherilyn from Just Goodness 333 Little Homestead, and until next time, bye y'all.